G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Digital Arts channel. After the disastrous time I've had with my last lens I made using free magnifying glasses and using a cardboard tubing, I've decided to downgrade the two lenses as I can distance, as the focal point is much greater than that of using free lenses, so I can easily keep the lens at a decent distance and focus onto the area where the mosaic of the tube will be, which is roughly about there. That's where the mosaic inside the tube will be positioned, and yeah, the lens sits nicely inside the cradle, the carriage where you put the disc drives in, this former tower case. So yep, that's where the lens is going to sit. It sits pretty much nice and snug in the centre, which is good, sitting on the rails. And as seen here, you can see a nice clear focused image of the front yard and across the road. So I'm pleased about that. Anyway, pulling the lens out, I've decided to do away with the cardboard housing tubing, and I decided to use plastic tubing instead, which is from a DVD container spindle lid. So yeah, I just cut the plastic off that and sort of wrapped it around, and I hot glued the lenses in, one on the bottom and another one sitting on top. So there's only two lenses now, as mentioned. And yeah, I wrapped the tape around the tubing to keep it nice and housed and to give it a bit more of a neater look, and also yeah, to keep out any spurious light, I guess, going down the tunnel of the lens. Anyway, it's a lot better now. There's no fogging on the inside, and I'm happy about that. Now, to test things further, I decided to dig out my actual Iconoscope tube, the 1846 RCA Iconoscope. So what I did was I've strapped it around its mount, and I've set it on a box, tacked the mount on there, and got it sitting like it is, so I can test the lens on the actual mosaic of the Iconoscope. So that's the actual mosaic I'll be focusing the image on. So I've set it up so I can do just that. Just going to sit the lens in its mount thing on here. A bit short of words this morning in describing stuff, but anyway. So yeah, the lens in its slide mount is sitting like so. I've put a counterweight on there so it don't fall back. I've got it strategically positioned so I can focus an image onto the mosaic of the Iconoscope. So I'll just quickly slide the lens into focal position. There we go. So now the lens is focusing the image of the front yard onto the Iconoscope, and if I can get the camera in, I'll show you the focused image. It's a bit difficult. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem, but well, that's the best you can actually see it. But yeah, you can see the image is now focused on the photosensitive plate, better known back then as the mosaic. The only thing is you've got some reflection from the glass at the front. I'll try and get it in so you can see it better, but Well, either ways, you can see that the image is focused onto the photosensitive plate, and it looks quite good, and I believe I should get a good picture out of it should this iconoscope be in good shape. And of course, as to be expected, being a wide area lens, the image fits across the mosaic quite nicely. Yeah, I can see my tower case in the way, so move that over so I can get a better view of the front yard. Yeah, that's the front yard. Be able to focus on the camera. And there it is, focused onto the mosaic. So that's the distance. So that's the distance apart that the lens will be from the iconoscope tube for distant shots, and for closer shots I slide the lens forward and I get the closer shots. I might try that slight forward and see if I can get my hand into focus. So there's my shadow of my hand focused on the iconoscope. Try and get in a better position. It's focusing on closer shots, having the lens a bit further forward. Then back once again, I have it focused for distance shots. Yeah, so there you have it. A nicely focused outdoor image on the Iconoscope mosaic. Now we'll keep it positioned as is, so I can work out the positioning of where the lens will be inside the enclosure's carriage, for when I house the iconoscope inside of the enclosure and have the lens focusing onto the mosaic. So yeah, stay tuned for another video coming up. Hopefully the next video I'll make progress with other areas of this iconoscope camera. There's still a lot to do with it. Yeah, I've got to get a hold of some electronics, some viable schematics to use. I just need people. I need experts to help design the electronics, because that's just one thing I'm not up to par with. Anyway, yeah, there's heaps to do with this iconoscope camera, and I hope I can make some decent progress, you know, baby steps at a time. Anyway, stay tuned for future videos. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.